All right, here we go. It's week 7 of the Walker's Ridge Plantation Truck Series. We're at Michigan. Let's go ahead and have a look at your grid. Starting on pole tonight for the Hayes and Boots Motorsports Camp in the 37, going to be Zach Wells. In P2 tonight, going to be Wyatt Walker in the Walker's Ridge Plantation Theme Machine. Starting P3 will be Kevin Winker. He's been fast in his trucks. See if he can keep it up near the front tonight. The Spoon, with a Spoon, he'll be starting P4 tonight. The D's Mini Donut Chevy. Starting P5, going to be team co-owner Hazelwood, Corey Hazelwood out of Canada. Starting P6 tonight for Backdraft Motorsports, going to be Stephen Hott. Ryan Walker will fire off P7, the White Oak Lodge Chevy. P8 starting position belongs to Kyle Bowler tonight in the Backdraft Motorsports SJD Design Ford. John Walker will start 9th tonight in the Walker's Ridge Plantation Chevy. And rounding out our field tonight going to be Chris Cornell in the 42 machine. And that'll do it for your grid here. Week 7 of the Walker's Ridge Plantation Truck Series. This guy's getting ready to roll off that road. 90 laps is the call tonight. Gonna be a long one. Appreciate Walker's Ridge Plantation coming on board, sponsoring the series. There's Wyatt Walker right there in the theme machine. Three Walkers out here tonight, matter of fact. There's Ryan. But Zach Wells managing to snag the pole here. Big track. Tires will definitely come into play. Can just about keep these trucks wide open all the way around. But things might get a little dicey as tires start to fade. We'll see. 70% fuel these guys are running here tonight, so they'll be able to get those tires nice and greasy before they got to come in. 3 sets of tires in the pits. And we'll see how the strategy plays out. Not a big field. Missing from the field tonight, notably Jesse Gordon, Jamie Kephart, giving some guys a chance to move up in the points here. Zach Wells, Wyatt Walker, front row. Pace cars off. Here we go. And we're green at Michigan. Week 7, Walker's Ridge Plantation Truck Series underway. Kevin Winker going to tuck right up behind Zach Wells to start this one out. Wyatt up on the high side. Stephen Hott getting a run. Looks like he's going to have a run around Witherspoon there. They'll be side by side. Hazelwood's going to be side by side. Wyatt going to cut a hole there between Zach Wells and Kevin Winker. And to the point, 85, Wyatt Walker. And Wyatt will lead the first lap here at Michigan. Oh, Kevin Winker slides right up in front of Wyatt there. Very close. These guys still feeling what they have early in these trucks. Tire pressure should be just about optimal at this point. These guys will start seeing what they have for longer runs. So far, this front 6 not holding anything back, though. They're wide open. Let's go on board here with Bryson Witherspoon. see the momentum there. Spoon was able to carry on the high side. Holds alongside of his teammate, Corey Hazelwood. Good battle up front here with this pack of 6. Kevin Winker out front right now, but a long way to go. See John Walker there coming into your frame. Might be able to sniff a draft here off Corey Hazelwood. Get up there, make it the front 7. Ryan Walker right behind him, certainly within striking distance. Kyle Bull and Chris Cornell. Well, they're going to make it a side-by-side battle now. Might be better to tuck those 2 trucks in behind one another, but we'll see. Back up front, pack of 6 still mixing it up. Kevin Winker side by side again with Wyatt Walker. Zach Wells, he's got a pretty good run on the inside here. That inside line is fast around the track, except for losing speed on corner exit. It's shorter, but you do lose a few mile an hour, cut your straightaway speed down. So there are trade-offs to be made. Bryson Witherspoon pushing the 84, Stephen Hott down into the corner there. Bump drafting is a thing here at Michigan. Especially with these trucks that are underpowered, relatively speaking, to their other NASCAR counterparts. Wyatt choosing to stay on that low line. Interesting call. Oh, Wyatt, possibly a little contact there in the back of the 42 of Kevin Winker. Kevin got loose up the track a little bit. Had to get out of the gas to save it. Zach Wells is a little loose there coming out of the corner. It was really high on entry that time. Kevin Winker going to have a run to his inside. Hazelwood also going to carry some momentum out of that corner. Still throw a blanket over your front 6. Hasn't changed. John Walker back there in 7th still. Right behind him, Ryan Walker Kyle Bolin and Chris Cornell. And nothing changed as we work lap 12 of 90 here. Zach Wells, he's got to the lead. See the back end of these trucks start dancing around as they come out of the corners. A product of those tires going away very quickly here at Michigan. Witherspoon all over the back bumper. Stephen Hott, Kevin Winker right there on Witherspoon. We'll look to the inside now. Gets by Witherspoon. Will make his way around the 84 now. Like Zach Wells and Wyatt Walker separated themselves a little bit from the field now. Hazelwood works the high side. Kevin Winker. And he'll complete the pass as they come out of turn 2. Looks like Witherspoon thought about possibly making a move low on the 84 there. Trucks really starting to dance around with these guys. Let's go on board here with Corey Hazelwood. Hazelwood able to carry a little more momentum than Witherspoon on corner exit there. And looking for the slide job here. Completes the pass. Well, it's early yet, but Hazelwood up to P3. He's in a podium spot. Oh, Kevin just barely slides up in front of Rice and Witherspoon. That was very close. Spoon, he's not shy with the bumper. Gives Kevin a push down into 3. And Winker just ran about the highest line we've seen anybody run tonight. 2, 3, and 4. Checking back up front. Let's see what the leaders are running. Zach Wells still out front over Wyatt Walker. See the gap up on your screen there. Not much, but they do have a gap. Spoon running inside the top 5 right now. Be a good point tonight for him. Hang on to that position. Oh, up in the wall. Kevin Winker got stuck to it there for a minute. Couldn't get out of it. We talked about trying to carry speed out of the corner. You can use the low line to go through the corner, and lack thereof. What just happened with 84. Kevin going to get back by him. John Walker, still a good run going from him. Still holding down the 7th spot. Kyle Bolin, he's managed to move up to the 8th spot. Separated himself from Chris Cornell and Ryan Walker. How about Hazelwood? Hazelwood's made it a 3-horse race now for the lead. He's closed in on Wyatt Walker and Zach Wells. See Zach's truck dancing around a little bit. Working lap 24 here. I promise these tires are not comfortable at this point. Hazelwood up to P2 now as he completes the pass on Zach Wells. A little further back, Spoon. Falling back to the 6th spot. John Walker, he's on pit road. Ryan Walker on pit road as well. Our first 2 takers. Let's see if Wyatt and Hazelwood are coming down. Wyatt going to pit this time. Zach Wells on pit road. Kevin Winker coming down pit road. Spoon, he's coming in very hot. Steve Knott on pit road as well. So Hazelwood inherits the lead as he stays out. Chris Cornell going to bring it down pit road. Kyle Bolin as well. So Hazelwood, track to yourself, buddy. Do your thing. John Walker making his way off pit road. Wanting to be really careful with that blend line. Look pretty smooth there. Ryan Walker making his way out. Here comes Wyatt. Wyatt, good run going here. Do not want to mess it up with pit road infractions. Kevin Winker makes his way out. Everyone clean so far. Witherspoon tagged with speeding. Speeding on pit road. Oh no. Oh my. Hazelwood goes to make his way off of pit road. But there goes Wyatt Walker, new leader. So after everything cycled through, Wyatt Walker, new leader. And he's got a heck of a gap to work with here. 1.3 back to Kevin Winker in second place. Stephen Hott hanging on to third over Bryson Witherspoon. And Hazelwood not having his best pit cycle there. Back to fifth. Towards the end of that green flag run, Hazelwood had closed in on the leaders, running equal to, if not better, lap times. Gives up a bunch of time. Zach Wells, also not his best pit cycle. He's fallen back to the 6th spot. That was your pole sitter tonight. Got a fast truck, but he's gonna have to dig in now to work his way back up. And SDK Gaming was probably doing some drugs or something, had to have been, because said that Bryson Witherspoon was tagged with speeding, and he was not. So hopefully we did not just put a hex on Witherspoon. Oh no, Stephen Hott on the wall. Spoon taking evasive action. Hazelwood gonna look for a line around. He'll take low. Spoon, you see that, not able to go up and clear the 84. Stephen Hott has to stay low. Can't carry the momentum off the corner there. Kevin Winker is closing in up front, meanwhile, on Wyatt Walker. And pulling away from the rest of the field. 2.8 back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, Hott, Spoon, you throw a blanket over them. 3, 4, 5. And Zach Wells back there by his lonesome in 6th. Kyle Bowens, Chris Cornell, John Walker, your 7, 8, 9 trucks. Ryan Walker, unfortunately, out of this one. So Hazelwood back up to P3. Witherspoon's starting to look pretty sporty. He's going to slide into the 4th spot. Kevin Winker's knocked a couple of tenths off the lead since we last checked. Kevin's there. He can definitely draft Wyatt from here. We talked about it being a lot of laps. It is early on in this one. Still a couple of pit stops to go at least. But Wyatt and Kevin getting all the gap they can right now. A little over 2 seconds between those two trucks and their next closest competitors. Chris Cornell, look for a line around John Walker here. Chris to the inside. John Walker going to stay up high. See if he can carry the momentum out of 4. At the stripe that time. Give it to John Walker. Battle for the 8th spot. Laying out here on lap 36 of 90. Week 7 of the Walker Ridge Plantation Truck Series. Chris Cornell had made the pass. Maybe momentarily. Chris is going to be able to hang on to it there. Good bit of driving there from Chris. John will have his work cut out for him to chase him back down. Oh, John gets a little loose there in the rear end. Great save there from John Walker. That truck almost comes out from under him. Kevin Winker, Wyatt Walker, side by side. Kevin looking for the lead here, out of 4. He'll slide up in front of Wyatt. Wyatt's going to try to cross him over though. At the stripe, Wyatt still has the lead. He'll go back up high to get a nice arc there, down into 1. Kevin been able to run higher than any other truck we've seen out here so far. Wyatt's almost that high, but probably about 3/4 of a lane away from where Kevin's running right now. When he does choose to run the high line. Kind of surprised for that much speed up there. Lap times last time by, put those up. Wyatt with a 40.5. Kevin Winker a 40.7. How about Spoon with a 40.5? Stephen Hott with a 40.4. At the stripe this time. Wyatt 40.5. Kevin Winker 40.7. Hazelwood 40.7. Witherspoon a 40.7. Stephen Hott with a 40.5. How about Chris Cornell? Kyle Bolin 40.7. Zach Wells also 40.7. These guys changing up their lines, trying to find some speed. I'll tell you where Witherspoon's going to have to not find speed after we put the hex on him earlier. Saying he sped on pit road. He's going to have to not speed on pit road. So everyone's still on the lead lap, except Ryan Walker, who's out of this one. And every truck that is out here in contention still on the lead lap as we work lap 43 of 90. Almost halfway in this one. Wyatt Walker out front right now. Just barely got about 3 truck lengths over Kevin Winker. As those two have separated themselves by a couple seconds from the pack. Kyle Bolin, Chris Cornell, John Walker. They all have some room to work with. Lap 47 of 90. Pit stop should be coming soon. Within the next 5 laps or so. Let's go on board with Kevin Winker here as he looks for a line around Wyatt. See the racing going on right there. Wyatt looking for the crossover. Battle for the lead. Wyatt's going to send it down into turn 3. Got to hang on to it now. You see him working the wheel. Kevin Winker going to duck it on pit road. Kevin Winker looking to short pit. Little strategy play here. For the moment, Hazelwood up to P2. And moves Spoon to the inside of the podium. Let's see if Wyatt brings it down. He's gonna. Wyatt Walker going through the gears. He'll bring it down pit road. Witherspoon on pit road. Hazelwood, Wells on pit road as well. Looks like Kyle Bolin will be bringing it in this time. Yep, Kyle Bolin going to bring it in. Comes Chris Cornell. Getting that Toyota slowed down. John Walker right behind him. Stephen Hott going to give up the lead. Bring it down pit road. Oh my. Bryson Witherspoon caught speeding on pit road. Oh no. I feel partially responsible for that. We said it happened when it didn't happen, and it just happened. Witherspoon too fast entering pit road. Oh no. Oh no. Tough day for Spoon. That's going to change things for him. Kevin Winker out front after things have cycled through. Wyatt Walker is closing though. You see the gap shrinking. Let's see what line Kevin's using. He's on fresh tires here. As the tires got warm, we saw him move up the track, run right up against the wall. See if he adjusts his line here. Definitely taking a lot lower line with those fresh tires. Here comes Wyatt. Wyatt able to pick up 5 more seconds on that pit cycle between him and Hazelwood. How about Zach Wells up to P5 now? Witherspoon just got to make the best of this one now. Hope somebody else makes a mistake. Chris Cornell, John Walker, and Bryson Witherspoon all a lap down right now. And Kevin Winker working on his next victim. Going to be Kyle Bolin. See the gap right there. About 2 seconds and closing quickly. Wyatt Walker continuing to run in the second spot. Hazelwood P3. He's got that pretty well locked up over his teammate right now. About a 3-second gap between him and Zach Wells. Wells back up to P4 after some strong work on pit road. Oh, Kevin about sideways through 3 and 4 there. Wyatt closing the gap. Looking to get the gap under a second here. And it is. Last lap times. Kevin Winker with a 40.1. Wyatt with a 39.8. In the field looking pretty sporty here. Guys all starting to figure this track out. Nobody's running really slow times. You got some people that are just managing their tires a little bit better right now. Still got at least one more pit stop to go. That gap back up. Wyatt's got it down to under a half second now. He only pitted a lap later than Kevin Winker as well. So Kevin's either saving tire or he has used them up. So Wyatt's there. We'll see if he can get around him now. Looks to the inside. Looks like Kevin got a little loose. Gonna open the door for Wyatt. Lap 61. Still Kevin Winker at the point. Wyatt will go for the lead here. Down into 1. Is he gonna be able to clear him? Out of 2, he'll slide up. Kevin gonna look for the crossover. They'll be side by side into 3 and 4. Wyatt should have the momentum here to lead the lap. And at the stripe, Wyatt Walker back to the point. Lap 62 of 90. Starting to get towards the end of this one. 28 to go. How about Kyle Bolin maintaining his gap right now? That gap between him and Wyatt, or him and Kevin, whoever's been leading, has pretty well been maintained over the last 8-9 laps or so. Kyle running some very good lap times out here. The only Ford in the whole field. And Chris Cornell right behind him with the only Toyota in the whole field. Stu Rat also not here tonight. Speaking of Toyotas. Chase Dalmlin, he was fourth in the points, not here. Talk about some opportunities for guys. When there's a short field, I tell you, that's the night to show up. Less traffic, less chance of getting your stuff junked. And hey, other people getting 0 points and you're not. Kevin Winker back out front. Him and Wyatt are trading the lead. Oh, Kevin gets sucked into the wall again. We saw it earlier. That will definitely cost him the lead here. Wyatt says thank you very much. Back to the point I go. Hazelwood still hanging on to third. Zach Wells and Stephen Ott still trying to settle who's going to take home fourth here. Kyle Bowen still hanging on to the sixth spot. Last car on the lead lap. Chris Cornell in seventh. John Walker eighth. And the Spoon still out there hoping for something. A caution. 7 trucks to quit. Anything. Needs to get his lap back. We're running in 9th right now after speeding on pit road. We did call it early on. .25 laps to go. 24 at the stripe. So we know these guys can pit anytime they want and make it from here. We've already seen Kevin short pit once. Is Wyatt going to be wise to it this time? Zach Wells looking to take over fourth. Shoots to the inside of Stephen Ott, down to 1. And he'll take the spot easily there. Zach Wells up to P4. Kyle Bowen still managing that gap. It is shrinking ever so slightly. Best battle on the track right now. Still the battle for the lead. Kevin Winker, Wyatt Walker. Kevin still working the high side. We've seen he goes there when his tires get worn. Wyatt able to make the middle of the track work. Oh, Wyatt. Oh, gonna send it onto pit road. Gets it wound up in time. He's gonna short pit Kevin Winker. Snookered him there. Looked like he was going up the track. Nope, brought it in. Hazelwood, Stephen Hott, they're on pit road as well. Zach Wells gonna stay out. So how many laps is Kevin Winker gonna be short pitted by? I imagine he'll bring it in this time. He knows the advantage Wyatt's about to have on those fresh tires. Not going to bring it in. Not this time. Kyle Bolin on pit road. Zach Wells still going to keep it out. Spoon on pit road. Gets it wound up this time. So Wyatt Walker has made it back out of the pits. And he did it while staying in front of Kevin Winker there. So we know that stop was pretty good time by Wyatt. Kevin gonna bring it down pit road this time. Oh, he's gonna lock it up. Slides, touches the wall. Oh no, huge mistake there from Kevin Winker. Gonna give all sorts of time back to Wyatt Walker. Zach Wells is gonna stay out. Zach Wells to the lead. Oh, John Walker making contact with the wall there. Does he try to stay high and let the new leader Zach Wells go by? Zach Wells going to bring it down pit road. Wyatt Walker with a 6-second gap between himself and Kevin Winker now. Hazelwood, he'll have the momentum as Kevin just now exited the pits. Hazelwood up to P3. Kevin Winker back to the 4th spot after pitting from the lead. And a miscue getting onto pit road there. Him and Hazelwood will race it out. 17 to go. Wyatt Walker with a 7.5 second lead. He's got to be loving that right now. Chris Cornell bringing it down pit road. Second, third, fourth, the battle's on here. Hazelwood, Kevin Winker, Stephen Hott. Zach Wells about 5 seconds back of that battle. And Kyle Bolin now, finally, the first car a lap down. Kyle would be in a lucky dog position should anything happen. Witherspoon probably not excited about that. Witherspoon running in the 7th spot right now. He's managed to get around John Walker and Chris Cornell. $15 to go. Been a long one, but we're getting ready to wrap this one up. Wyatt Walker with a 7-second lead over second place Corey Hazelwood. Hazelwood right now is your big mover of the race, up 3 spots where he started. Kevin Winker going to close right in on the back bumper. Oh, Hazelwood there. Looking out the gearbox cam, Corey Hazelwood. It's Kevin Winker going to get the chase. $13 more laps to go for Wyatt Walker. 6.5 second gap. Last time around, Wyatt was a 39.8, Hazelwood a 39.4. Winker hot, little 39.5 as well. So Wyatt losing a little bit of time, but it's coming to 12 to go here. Not sure it's going to be enough. Lap trucker Kyle Bolin. Will he play a factor? Hazelwood trying to find a line around there. Hazelwood's clear of Kyle. Kevin had to enter that corner low. Probably not the line he wanted to take through that corner. Makes the most of it. 11 to go. He'll fall in line behind Corey. Wyatt 3/10 slower that time. Gap is shrinking, 5.8 seconds now between Wyatt Walker and Corey Hazelwood and Kevin Winker. See if maybe Kevin starts to migrate towards the high side here a little bit. He's trying to find something to get around Hazelwood. On board here with Kevin. Oh my. See Kevin carry enough speed out of the corner to push Hazelwood all the way down the front stretch. Gap down to 5.2 with 8 laps to go for Wyatt Walker. Looks to have this one well in hand. Zach Wells is 4 seconds back of the 4th spot, running in 5th right now. Chris Cornell in the 42 there, running in the 8th spot. John Walker hanging on to 9th right now. He'll likely need a caution to move up and grab a spot or two. Oh, Kevin Winker in the wall. Hazelwood gets into the back of him there. Turns him around right in front of Kyle Bolin. Stephen Hawk going to sneak through. Yellow is out with 6 to go. Big mistake there out of 4. Let's go back and look, see what happened to Kevin Winker here. 3 and 4, running that high line, just gets into the wall. Hazelwood nowhere to go, into the back of him. Around he goes. Kyle Bolin lucky not to be collected in that one. Check out the onboard though from Kyle Bolin here. Watch this, as he got quite the show. Oh man. I don't know about all the capabilities on a Ford, but I'll tell you what, the braking system is top notch. My goodness. Wow. Wyatt Walker did not want to see that caution come out. The field will have to come around and catch the pace car. So we'll be looking at a green-white checker finish here. Kyle Bolin going to get the lucky dog. As he is the first car 1 lap down. So this will shake things up a bit. John Walker going to have a shot here. It'll move him back up to Chris Cornell and Bryson Witherspoon. Witherspoon wishing they gave out 2 lucky dogs, as Witherspoon will be the first truck a lap down. Field has finally caught the pace car. So we waited 85 laps for it, but we're going to get an exciting finish to this one. A green-white checker here to finish off the 90 lapper at Michigan in the Walker's Ridge Plantation Truck Series, Week 7. Wyatt Walker, Corey Hazelwood, Stephen Hott, Zach Wells, Kevin Winker, Lights are off the pace track. Here we go. Green-white checker finish here. See if Kyle Boland can do anything with this shot he'll have back on the lead lap. See if Wyatt Walker can hold off Corey Hazelwood. Had a fast truck all night long. Your pole sitter, Zach Wells, right there, back in contention. And Kevin Winker, he's still there. Starting inside row 3. Anybody's race here. Anything could happen. Wyatt going to have to get a good restart here. Here we go. Trucks enter the Geico restart zone. Wyatt's going to fire. Hazelwood gets a good start. Kevin Winker with a good start as well. Stephen Hott right there with him. Oh, Kevin just right in front of Zach Wells. My goodness. Hazelwood will have that run on the high side. Nope, going to dip low. Stephen Hott slid up right in front of him. Zach Wells going to peek to the inside. Hazelwood there. 3 wide now. 4 seconds. Oh, man. We still got green-white checkers left. We might use them. Hazelwood hanging on to it there as he came through 4. It's about sideways. Wyatt Walker going to take the white flag one more time around. Zach Wells is charging. He is coming. Through 1 and 2. Zach Wells still being pinched down on the low side. Could not let the truck drift up. Gain any momentum. Wyatt Walker through 3 and 4 one more time. See if he can hang on to it here. Stephen Hott looking high. Zach Wells going to look to the low side. Who's it going to be at the stripe? Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Wyatt Walker going to hang on to it over Zach Wells. Stephen Hott will bring home P3. As they're sideways coming across the line, Kyle Boland is going to take 4th. Kevin Winker 5th. Hazelwood in 6th as he'll come across the line backwards. My goodness. Spoon 7th. John Walker 8th. Chris Cornell bringing home P9 after getting turned around there. Oh, man. That was crazy. Wow. Top 3 are going to get lined up. And we'll go trackside for interviews. What a race from Wyatt Walker. What a charge back from Zach Wells. And breaking up the 1-2-3 finish from Hazen Boots Motorsport. It's going to be Stephen Hott squeaking in there from backdraft. Let's go trackside for interviews.
All right, for the Walker Ridge Plantation extending NASCAR trucks. We got Stephen Hott at 3rd place finish. You want to go ahead and take us through that 3rd place finish there, Stephen Hott? That was a crazy last lap there.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Really long race, and having it come down to green-white checker. Wyatt obviously classed the field, had everybody covered by quite a bit, and so it gave us a little bit of a shot at him, but nothing for him. And then Wells just ran a really, really good race there at the end and got around us. But all in all, we'll take third because it looked like we were going to end up fourth place truck without that late caution. So we'll take it.
All right, that was a heck of a race out there, Stephen, tonight. You guys, perhaps you want to go ahead and thank?
Yeah, appreciate Walker Ridge Plantation sponsoring the series. Super fun series. Always love running anything on the NASCAR circuit. So this is really cool to do. And I thank my team, Backdraft Motorsports, Redemption Weekly Race Series, all the guys that put that on, and all the drivers at Redemption Weekly Racing Series. You guys are the show. So appreciate y'all showing up every week.
All right, now Zach Wells here with a heck of a second place finish. You want to go ahead and take us through that second place finish you had there, Zach?
Yeah, I'm a little bit out of my element here, but got a good qualifying, but just couldn't stay up front as long as I'd liked. Tires kind of went away for me a little bit earlier. Came down to the pit stops. That first pit stop, I definitely missed my pit stall, so that kind of put me behind the 8 ball in that last caution, or that first caution, and then running by myself wasn't really helping too much. After that, got lucky with a late race caution when I had fresher tires than most, and was able to keep it on the bottom and get out of second place.
All right, Zach, like I always say, it's always fun to watch you race up there. You guys perhaps you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, you guys for putting it on, Walker's Ridge Plantation, Dirty Mac Motorsports, Dirty Mac Polishing, Hazen Boots Motorsports, SJD Designs, Beatman's Masonry, and PCs by Thomas.
All right, then we got Wyatt Walker out here, the first place finish. Putting that Walker Ridge Plantation Farm truck out there on the first place podium. You want to go ahead and take us through that first place finish you had there, Wyatt?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a good race. Figured it'd be a little more drafting than it was. It's been a while since I ran these here. I know me and Zach kind of got out front. I was just kind of watching what the pack was doing and how if they could get a run. But after that first pit stop, I was kind of on my own, and I was running about the same lap time. So honestly, I think one truck is about as fast as 2 trucks. Maybe 3 could catch them, but and then I think Kevin caught me, and I was, we was racing pretty good for I think half the damn run, 10, 15 laps, so just kind of seeing what would work to pass them or to let them by where I needed to get a run for the next turn, just kind of playing it out, trying to plan for the end of the race. But, yeah, and then I seen him undercut me for that pit stop, so I knew I needed to do that the next time because whoever pit first had a big advantage. I didn't want to see that caution, but lucky enough it worked out. I knew Zach had a little fresher tires. Good run to him on saving them, and I'm just glad it wasn't an extra lap. I definitely wouldn't have had enough to keep him behind me.
All right, Wyatt, like I say, you're one of the top drivers out here to always watch to put on a good show for us. Again, perhaps you want to go ahead and thank here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Walker Ridge Plantations, Swamp Park Graphics, Hazen Boots Motorsports, and all y'all for putting this on every week, and appreciate Kevin running me good and clean.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. That'll be it for the Walker Ridge Plantation Xfinity Trucks. See you next week.